Hello, everyone. We have the distinct honor to meet and see each other in person today. And even though it's the festive new year, the news we are receiving can unfortunately be quite distressing and concerning. Regrettably, as life progresses, we often find ourselves witnessing a multitude of negative events that can impact our outlook and well being. Sometimes people write to me, Yulia, how can this be? The Almighty permits this in His wisdom. It seems to me that this is a significant time of deep cleansing and a fierce battle between the opposing forces of light and dark. Each side is vying for dominance, and the outcome may profoundly affect our lives and the world around us. We are currently observing a fierce conflict between opposing forces, with the ultimate cost of resolution still unknown. As the war continues, it brings significant turmoil to the region. As you can clearly see, various governments and politicians from different countries do not cease their utterly disgusting actions, to put it mildly. The situation is truly terrible, and regardless of the holidays or special occasions that might be occurring, I continue to witness bombs and rockets flying through the air, and planes tragically exploding. This stark reality is difficult to ignore. Many people often praise their leaders, but I won't specify whom I'm referring to, as there are various individuals involved in this situation. Individuals express admiration for various leaders, including American presidents and figures like President in Ukraine, Russia, and leaders in Belarus. However, understanding the reasons becomes challenging given the widespread horror and suffering occurring in many regions globally. The current situation complicates the appreciation for these leaders amidst ongoing crises. Besides horror, I can't see how else to describe it. How can one genuinely praise individuals who, in merely a couple of years, have relentlessly drenched the world in blood, leaving the earth soaked with the remnants of violence, while millions of innocent people now lie lifeless in the ground? It is difficult to reconcile any form of admiration for those responsible for such immense suffering and tragedy. It's all terrifying, and unfortunately, the situation is escalating rapidly. I feel very sorry for the people who are dying. Ordinary, simple people, children, families, grandmothers, grandfathers, and that plane that crashed. People are suffering once again. Not all people in power truly hold authority. They enjoy sipping their coffee with a splash of cognac just like they used to before. And their children are in safe and secure places, accompanied by their loving wives, along with everyone else. If you look closely, none of them have families residing in their own country, or no family at all. Strange, isn't it? It's painful to watch everything happen before me. I extend my heartfelt condolences to everyone who has faced significant loss, particularly those whose loved ones have been affected by the tragic events of recent years. Your suffering is deeply felt. I extend my heartfelt condolences to the relatives and close friends of those who tragically lost their lives in the devastating plane crash. Your loss is deeply felt, and my thoughts are with you during this difficult time. I sincerely apologize. This horrific event is tragic, and it could have happened to any of us. I want you to remember that this is not happening somewhere far away, that this is not some country. On a plane, I would never fly. You can't predict what tomorrow will bring. The long-term effects of this situation on your family remain uncertain. Stay cautious, avoid excessive confidence and easy praise of others, and prioritize family loyalty. Cherish your loved ones and take pride in your home, for the feeling of patriotism can fade, and tomorrow, those you hold dear might be gone, leaving an irreplaceable void. Protect and embrace them while you can. Patriotism today is often ambiguous about its true meaning and the sacrifices involved. Be proud of your family, homeland, and home. Aim to live daily in a manner that makes you respect your reflection in the mirror each morning, ensuring you can look at yourself with pride and integrity. This is precisely how true patriotism should be demonstrated. This is my brief introductory position statement for you. Embrace your humanity and practice honesty with yourself before offering genuine praise to someone else. I'm currently enjoying a soothing cup of tea because I've caught a slight chill, so I kindly ask for your understanding. I'm opting for a warm beverage as I'm not feeling my best today, and I know that people are eagerly awaiting the start of the reading. So, my dear friends, today we will be focusing on the tragic plane crash that occurred in Baku. What I will share with you today are the insights and answers that the tarot cards reveal. I want to emphasize that I will refrain from expressing any personal opinions or thoughts today. I never do so, and do not plan to start now. Let's allow the cards to guide us in understanding this event more deeply. This is a tarot channel. I approach card reading with objectivity, interpreting them without personal bias. The cards are a valuable tool for gaining insights and guidance from higher powers. Today, we will closely examine this reading, exploring its nuances and messages to uncover the wisdom it offers. By remaining open to the information provided, we can deepen our understanding of its significance in our lives. I will thoroughly assess potential involvement in this situation and share valuable insights I've gathered. You know that I definitely won't hold back on anything I observe. I will honestly tell you everything. Let's focus on specific elements and make some changes to enhance our understanding and approach. I will take a moment to look at the location of my fascinating hourglass right here. I plan to conduct a unique reading session today as I'm trying out something entirely new. If you have a negative perspective on esotericism, please do not watch this reading. I will be connecting with the souls of those who piloted the plane and sadly lost their lives in the incident. I want to thoroughly investigate and discover what they witnessed here, what sounds they heard, and what important messages were communicated to them. I aim to create a significant and impactful moment today that resonates deeply. While I haven't showcased this specific practice on the channel before, it is a regular part of my personal routines. I engage in it to stay connected to the other world, using that experience to deepen my understanding and share valuable insights. Today, I will showcase my skills in front of everyone watching, though I usually don't display them or practice in front of clients. Because one terrorist attack after another is tragically occurring, let's take a closer look to figure out what's really going on the surface. I'm currently thinking how to make everything visible to you. I want to stress that I won't share everything, as not everyone may understand the concepts. Those who are cautious about esotericism might be better off not engaging. Okay? Let's start without cards, then we'll use the cards. Now let's see. And the candle has completely gone out now. People tragically lost their lives almost instantaneously and without any hesitation. To begin with, there had already been a significant malfunction in the airplane prior to the incident occurring. This prior issue is believed to have contributed to the catastrophic events that unfolded, leading to the immediate loss of life as the situation escalated unexpectedly. I observed that the situation around me, including the people in the plane, was meticulously planned. There seems to have been either a concealed device or a significant malfunction present in the plane from the outset, contributing to the current circumstances. The sequence of events indicates a deliberate forethought. The black smoke you see represents restless souls gathering, but don't worry, it won't affect you through the video. I've done this work many times, and while it may seem unsettling, I assure you that I'm not showing anything alarming or disturbing. There's no need for concern at all. However, believe me when I say that this situation was indeed planned, and unfortunately, the plane experienced a significant malfunction. Even if the events that unfolded did not occur exactly as described, I will now clarify what actually transpired. Regardless of the specifics, the outcome would have remained the same, but there was truly only one possible way for things to turn out as they did. And on that plane was a very important person traveling for a crucial meeting. He possessed valuable information and seemingly had some kind of carrier device for that information. One pilot seemed to sense that an unexpected situation was imminent, recognizing that not everything would turn out fine or stay under control. In contrast, another individual nearby was completely unaware of the impending turbulence, blissfully oblivious to the uncertainty that loomed ahead. Two pilots are shown here, each possessing unique perspectives on the situation, which they understood and interpreted quite differently. Two pilots may embody distinct beliefs from different religions. One pilot, however, held a radical perspective, demonstrating a strong devotion to their religious principles. This intense commitment greatly influenced their actions and decisions, highlighting the profound impact of their beliefs on their worldview and interactions with others. The smell of incense. There was undeniably a person who was linked to some clandestine secret organization, and that individual happened to be one of the pilots. However, the second pilot had absolutely no connection to this mysterious group. Yes, it was indeed about the ruthless killing of innocent people without a doubt, and it resembled a massive flame of a candle burning brightly. Just take a moment to look for yourself. I truly do not wish to disturb your peace. I'll say it now. However, this is undeniably a mass murder, a grave terrorist act, one could rightly assert. This is revenge. By the way, just to clarify, this is an act of revenge due to our previous disagreement. Recently, there were several significant political events that received attention, either related to Azerbaijan's government actions or developments concerning the situation in Chechnya. Some sort of misunderstanding, and this significant event occurred as a direct consequence of such extreme radicalism that had been brewing for some time within the community. Hope remained until the last moment for a meeting to occur. The plane was carrying an individual murdered for vital information, highlighting the presence of a significant person on board. Okay, so what I want to express is that the overall situation looks very concerning, but it appears that the team did their utmost to land the plane safely, considering their skills and available resources. They dedicated all their efforts to ensure a successful landing, but unfortunately, it just didn't work out as they had hoped. Olenka, I want to take a moment to thank you sincerely for your generous donation. I want to express that it was truly very scary for the people involved. The essence of what I'm trying to express is this. Upon close examination, the wax appears quite dirty and uninviting, and I was hesitant to share this specific casting with you. However, it's crucial to note that this is not merely a casting, it's more of a dialogue. I have a beautiful crystal stone in front of me, and I want to stress that my clock kept ticking steadily until the end. This continuous movement is indicative of everything being executed correctly during the flight, particularly from an aviation standpoint. This serves as a reassuring sign that proper functionality and adherence to protocols were maintained throughout the entire process. Now let's take a look at the maps to see what specific details they reveal to us. What led to this situation? There was an individual who possessed valuable knowledge about substantial amounts of money, significant sums that could change lives, and was transporting critical information to an undisclosed destination. This person was en route to Baku and Grozny, indicating that the plane was indeed headed toward Grozny. I sincerely appreciate your generous donation. Now let us proceed with the discussion and delve deeper. If anyone feels dizzy after all this, you can wash your hands thoroughly with regular table salt, which may help alleviate your discomfort. Yes, everything is indeed quite energetically complicated here, but the individual was carrying vital information. First of all, he appeared to be an ordinary person, someone quite average in every regard. The information was somewhat cleverly coded, and there was a significant moment of unexpected revenge that followed thereafter. The devil, yes, such betrayal happened according to the devil. This individual was expected to die, While he didn't hold any considerable political significance, he was crucial as a carrier of vital information regarding substantial financial dealings and valuable resources. Yes, that's precisely the situation we find ourselves in. And he was carrying this vital information. He was tragically killed along with everyone else. Unfortunately, sometimes such unfortunate things occur due to misleading information. Let's take a look. In which country did the plane crash? Please write to me. In which specific country did the unfortunate plane crash occur? The plane crashed in Kazakhstan. What a strange coincidence. It crashed in Kazakhstan. What specific connection does Kazakhstan have to the recent plane crash incident? Does it? Let's go ahead and investigate the situation together. All my statements today are meant solely for entertainment and enjoyment. You understand what I mean? There's really nothing serious at all on my channel, and of course everyone knows that. I'm just a tarot reader. I explained this at the beginning, so let's go. There was a formal agreement made with Kazakhstan, but unfortunately, they ultimately did not consent to this particular arrangement. At the very last moment, there was information that reached Kazakhstan indicating that this significant event would indeed happen. They were aware of the situation in advance, but it was still quite early. I mean, not exactly very early, but just a short period of time before the plane ultimately fell from the sky. Here you can clearly see who issued the warning. I will probably be pelted with slippers. I'll watch the situation until the end, and if I see confirmation of this information again, I'll let you know. Lyudmila, I sincerely thank you very much for your generous donation and ongoing support. So, yes, there was indeed information available. There was a reliable source along with substantial funding. Kazakhstan recognized the situation but lacked the direct connections needed for full comprehension. In contrast, Chechnya may have had the necessary ties, although an individual from there could have been misled, receiving only partial information and being influenced to believe a specific narrative. Additionally, the Chechen people seem to understand the complexities surrounding the issue. Kazakhstan and Chechnya were both fully aware of the situation. There appears to be a kind of revenge unfolding. However, it seems they were ultimately used as mere pawns for manipulation by others. Natalka, thank you for the donation, dear. Yes, there was indeed manipulation at play using these individuals, and it served as a powerful scare tactic designed to ensure that Chechnya would remain more cautious and subdued, essentially a warning to be careful, or you might end up facing a grim fate similar to that of the Five of Wands, which represents conflict and struggle. This tactic aimed to instill fear and maintain control over the region, highlighting the dangers that could arise from any dissent or opposition. Additionally, the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles are all noteworthy cards in this tarot reading. They were meticulously observing this situation, fully aware of all the pertinent information regarding the money and every related detail. The Temperance card indicates that indeed, Russia is also partially involved in this complex scenario, suggesting that there are deeper connections at play. This involvement implies that three countries are already implicated in this matter, raising questions about the extent of their roles and the implications of their actions. The intertwining of these nations in this situation highlights a multifaceted web of interactions that could have significant consequences for all parties involved. Let's examine whether Azerbaijan is actually involved in this situation. Is Azerbaijan involved? They are only engaged in activities that occur covertly, behind the backs of the other three countries I just mentioned. However, it is important to note that they did not directly cause people's deaths. Rather, they experienced financial losses as a result of these clandestine actions. The financial assets and the critical information possessed by the individual on the plane. This unfortunate situation ultimately resulted in a catastrophic outcome, leaving them without both money and essential resources. Yes, that is the pertinent information I have at this moment. The air defense worked, Arif. I'm currently focused on something else right now, so please don't distract me. So I have it noted here that they didn't actually want this situation to unfold. It's not that they directly provoked it, but you could argue that they effectively created a provocation. And this has led to the current situation that has arisen. 3 countries were involved in this provocation. I just named those specific countries earlier. So, thank you very much, Raishka, for your generous donation and for your ongoing support of my work. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to all of you viewers. You can show your appreciation by liking this content so that those who are interested in this analysis, along with everything unique that it offers, can discover it as well. I would confidently say it's one of a kind. Believe me, I certainly don't produce this kind of analysis every day. Please consider liking it to help support the channel. So this serves as an indirect yet significant form of support for the political discourse and the disagreement of Russia regarding the current events taking place in Azerbaijan. So yes, this will definitely be my complete answer for you today. From my analysis of the cards, I can see that the involvement predominantly stems from Russia, which is quite unfortunate. This suggests that the incident, which led to the plane being shot down, could have been avoided. Clearly, as you mentioned in your writings, there was another safety mechanism that was designed to function effectively in such situations. However, in this situation, the extensive experience and expertise of the individuals who operated the plane seemingly prevented that unfortunate outcome from occurring. The situation ended awkwardly due to unfortunate circumstances and an inappropriate gesture. Russia's recent threats have added to the tension, particularly with a notable number of Chechens on the plane, which could have significant implications. This presence raises questions about the underlying dynamics at play, highlighting the complexities of the current reality we are facing. There should be significantly fewer of them compared to the Azerbaijani population. Russia perceives its regions, where the aircraft was shot down, as integral to its homeland. This illustrates their intent to dominance in these areas, indicating they will oversee all operations and issue directives as they see fit. This demonstrates a clear intention to maintain control and authority. 4 of Wands represents our home, where we are truly the masters in this space. Regrettably, my friends, the news I bring is somber. Lives were lost unnecessarily, as valuable information could have been shared in a peaceful manner. This serves as a tragic reminder of the high price of knowledge. There are fewer Chechens, as I told you. The Azerbaijanis faced a very serious slap in the face, highlighting the gravity of the situation they encountered. Manipulation. It shouldn't have come to this. The aim was to create a scenario resembling a typical aviation accident, likely due to an engine failure or a similar technical problem. I guess they don't care about their 19 Russians. I don't know what to say here. It's all terrifying, my friends, terrifying. The power map, yes, it's merely a demonstration of superiority and a clear, direct threat to others. That's all it really signifies. Here's a detailed breakdown for you, and it's all ready for your review. All my clocks are unique, particularly my beautifully crafted hourglasses. I acquired them from a woman who specializes in antiques at the Udelny market. These hourglasses are very old and originate from the historic city of St. Petersburg, which is known for its rich culture and history. What a wonderful thing. Is Turkey involved? I see three distinct countries, and I've already named them all. Azerbaijan was actively planning to join BRICS. Well, my friends, that's my breakdown. Let's understand that this is still a breakdown. I acknowledge that I don't have all the answers and am looking for guidance from higher powers. Today, I've observed low engagement with around 3,500 people watching and only 974 likes, indicating a lack of interaction and interest in the current situation. But it seems that this particular arrangement is quite shocking for you as well. Perhaps people are simply not ready to hear and see this reality. Yes, so that's my rather unusual arrangement for today. It's truly unfortunate and deeply painful to witness all of this unfolding. To be honest, it is incredibly distressing. Three countries are involved in this situation, but Kazakhstan's role is limited. Their awareness of the information source raises questions about its nature. While it was likely a warning, it also highlights significant underlying issues in the region, emphasizing the complexities of international relations and communication among the nations involved. Russia has issued warnings to two specific countries, Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan, regarding certain geopolitical concerns. So that's how it is. So, my dear friends, today's arrangement turned out to be quite unusual and unique. I sincerely hope you weren't frightened by it, as it was not meant to be scary. I had to make a connection with another world in order to successfully conduct this arrangement. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Please rest assured that the casting I performed will not have any impact on you. There is no need for fear or concern, as everything remains right here in my office. I was Yulia Petrova throughout this experience. If you found this arrangement to be correct and engaging, I would greatly appreciate it if you could rate it and share your thoughts. Additionally, please feel free to leave me likes and subscribe if you don't mind taking a moment to do so. I would love to conduct a reading on Kadyrov. That is the pressing question I have in mind. Thank you. Would you be interested in a detailed reading about Kadyrov? Please take a moment to write a comment if you're interested in the topic of Kadyrov. Simply write Kadyrov, and I'll understand your interest. Likes on this comment will indicate support, and I will create a tarot portrait of Kadyrov. Thank you all very much for watching. I was Yulia Petrova. May the heavens welcome those who perished. It's also frightening, frightening, frightening. But it has always been this way, dear friends. It has always been this way throughout history. There was indeed such a cruel world, filled with such devastating and heart-wrenching events. Perhaps we didn't want to face this harsh reality, or simply didn't want to notice it, and so on. I was Yulia Petrova. See you soon and take care.